Welcome to Six's Overdrive. Today, guys, we're doing another how-to video from an inept mechanic, and that inept mechanic is me, 6IOD. Anyway, we're going to show you one of the simpler mods that's fairly important on the DR650, and this is this chain cover right here, a sprocket cover. We're going to remove that and cut it out so that you can actually have access to cleaning the chain. And we'll do that right after the music. Alright guys, here we go. We're going to, first I'm just going to show you, I already did the screws on this one. This one's so easy, all you need to know is where things are and what size to use, okay? Now, this is the socket I used. It's an 8mm and it's kind of long, but there's one bolt in here that you're going to have trouble with an 8mm long. Okay, so we'll go right in here. So you see a bunch of bolts in there, right? You see all these, and there's only 3 that need to come out. One is right there, right by the foot peg. Then one right just back of the shift lever, right here. And then the last one is up here. Now these all work great with, the 2 of them work really great with a long socket. This one here, as you can see, the foot peg's in the way. So you might want to get a shorter one. So I'm giving you all the tools you need here, just so you know. You might want an 8mm long and a short, but you just undo those 3 and take them off. Right here. Now I've got this up on a 5-gallon pail here because on one of my next videos we're going to be actually removing this and going down to a 14-tooth sprocket. So my big idea here is to cut this out with a Dremel. Let's see if I can get it to work, okay? Okay guys, so my Dremel is not working. So what I'm doing is I got the next best thing in the shop here. We're just going to put a little hacksaw blade. I'm just going to cut around here and then sand it down. And that's all we're going to do. And then I'll show you what it looks like. We'll start going away at it here, just to show you. It should be noted that I've seen guys do this with a hot butter knife. They keep reheating the blade and doing this. That would work too, I guess. I don't see why it would be any easier or harder. Okay guys, here's a little trick you can do when you get into the corners here. Alright, because you don't want to bend the blade or snap it off. We've already got one snap blade there, and now it's going a little too hard. Is, we learned this in carpentry. You just take a drill and you drill the heart out here. Now we can make the corner, right? Because we got that connection right in there. Hopefully this just fits right in. And away we go again. We'll tidy that up in a bit once we get a little bit more space. Okay, final step to doing this would be to sand all these edges off. Alright. Try to keep it to the inside more than the outside. We want a nice smooth look when we're done here. Alright. Get right into the corners on all where we drilled. We want to get that nice and smooth in there. Remember, your sandpaper is going to work quite good in this instant because you're just dealing with plastic. Now if this is a little bit rough, guys, it's like I told you before, I'm not a mechanic by any means, but this should be close to woodworking, shouldn't it? I'm not worried about too much of the finished look, but look at how nice and smooth that is. Get the back side. There's nothing sharp to hold on to things inside. All right. That looks pretty good, eh? Not too bad. And then when that goes back on, that'll just sit in there, just like okay, and then so it's looking good, and we'll just slide that right in here. Voila. Hey, and then you just put the bolts back in, guys, and you're done. And that's what it's going to look like right there. Now you can clean it all out. Okay. Now remember, guys, that I told you that this bolt here was really tricky for me to get in with the size of socket that I had, with the length of the socket. That's why I'm doing the other two first, and then we'll go into that last one. All right, so we know that the hole's there, ready to find. Since we can't see it very well, we're going to do the other two first. Okay, guys, so that was it. As you can see, it looks pretty good. We can get at everything. We can get at the sprocket and chain if there's any debris in there now, but it's still well protected. Nothing's going to get in there that is a slightly bigger piece than your boot and everything else. You're all good now. I'd say it took me about 15 minutes. I didn't stopwatch this one because I had to do so many running around trying to figure out. My Dremel broke, so the only tools we needed was a hacksaw blade, an 8mm socket, and I also used a drill and a drill bit so that I could turn the corner in this little area right here. But 15 minutes for an incompetent mechanic to do it. Again, simple, 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 but another must-do mod and farkle for the DR650. So till next time, guys, remember to share, like, comment, and subscribe to 6's Overdrive. See you next time. Bye-bye.